Oh, hurt. Oh man, back again. Ooh. What's up, y'all? We back at it again. I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time, but hope y'all doing all right. I know it's been a little bit, but that's gonna play into today's message. So I know y'all ain't seen me in a couple days or whatever, but that's fine, cause we back rolling. And that being said, we gonna get straight into it. And the message for today is that you have to decide and make up your mind that it's gonna be okay. And what I mean is that a lot of times you're gonna go through life and it's gonna be like there's curveballs and there's like all these different variants of events, and it feels like the end of the world, things that you didn't plan for, things that you wish that you could have avoided, nightmares. I mean, the kinds of things that seem like, why does this have to be me, right? And it's kind of like that can be difficult for people to deal with because, man, like, what do you do, right? You're stuck in that spot and you're like, man, how do I deal with this? And I just kind of want to let you know that, like, the best thing you can do is decide that you're gonna move forward and that you're gonna be okay. And when I say that, you know, we have goals, we have missions, we have things that we're trying to do, and sometimes those curveballs get in the way of what we're trying to do, right? But the first thing I want to do is let you know that it's okay to take a breath. Like, it's okay to say, you know what? That drained me. That was a knockout punch. It really was, bro. You have, you know, whether it be a family death or, I mean, something financial happens, sickness, like, bro, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to say, you know what? Hey, I was in the gym and I was consistent because at the end of the day, let's say you were going to the gym and you got sick and you had to take 3 weeks off because you were really sick. Bro, the person that you are that was dedicated before you got sick is still the same person you are once you recover. So take that time to let yourself breathe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when these events happen, you cannot control them, but your character is going to, this is a new way of developing your character, because I think that when we encounter obstacles, sometimes we decide to say, oh man, we're gonna stop completely. But I'm letting you know that a rest does not necessarily mean that you're quitting, right? So take that time. But once you decide to get back, or during your time of rest, understand that the worst thing you can do is get distracted. The worst thing you can do is lose sight of your focus. Resting does not mean that you're going to, you know, get away from what you were originally trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So don't fall into those distractions. I mean, that's the worst thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be drugs, whether that be hanging out too much, being too lazy, developing different habits. Like, no, let the person and the work that you did to become who you are continue to shine through, right? It's just, you're taking a break. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to be healthy. We have life, and there's more to life than just trying to get things that we want. So that being said, you know, I think that one of the biggest things to understand is that there are some things that you just can't change, right? And coming to grips with that can be very difficult, you know? Like, you know, deciding to get back to work and coming to grips with that, I just feel like it can prevent you from doing that. It can prevent you from wanting to feel like, man, I don't even want to go back. But you have to understand, bro, like, you're going to have to learn how to grieve. You're going to have to learn how to look that thing in the face and say, you know what, this isn't going to stop me. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us have lost people. A lot of us have gotten, you know, just life-changing diagnosis. A lot of us have just gone through things, and it's like, man, you can either look at that and say, hey, I'm done with my goals, or you can say, no matter what happens, I'm going to continue to improve myself, because the goal itself might change and you have to grieve that loss. You know what I'm saying? Grief comes in many different forms, and understand that, bro, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to be upset about maybe losing what you particularly envision, right? But understand that the character and who you are, that pursuit of excellence doesn't have to fade, and that's where you're gonna get your gratification from anyway. So, like I say, if you can keep your mind focused on that and understand that no matter what happens, bro, I don't care what happens, bro, continue to pursue forward. Continue to say, okay, I'm going to be excellent. It doesn't matter what gets taken away from me. It doesn't matter. It's going to be okay, and I'm gonna pursue forward. I'm telling you, bro. That's the real key. And all the things that you're looking for, all the things that you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come. It's gonna be like, man, because at the end of the day, that gratification is what we're all chasing anyway. So, like I say, bro, continue to build your character and all that stuff you're looking for. Continue to seek God. Continue to pray to the Lord and ask Him to develop your character and give you peace during those trials. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, bro. That's what's gonna build your character, and that's what's gonna give you what you're looking for. So, yeah. I just hope y'all hear what I'm saying, and above all else, I just want you to prosper as your soul prospers. That's all I got, man.